franchise specifically? I'm not talking like general veteran tips, but she's just been with the Fever for so long. Is there any stuff about Indianapolis, Indiana, this group that she's sharing that stuck with you?
I wouldn't say so necessarily. I think, especially because she's had quite a few different coaches, and this is, Christie's second year with her. So I feel like we're still kind of navigating that together. Leah, stop please back there. But no, I wouldn't say she was like too much about the Fever and what we do, because I feel like we're still trying to build that and find our identity at the same time. So I feel like it was more so like navigating it as her being a veteran here and knowing how the league goes, and then me being a rookie.
How much of a resource has it been to have Connor, and just from a basketball standpoint, and how proud are you of him of getting that new role? Yeah,
I'm super excited for him. Obviously, his basketball knowledge is pretty good, and it makes it fun. Like, you can bounce ideas off of each other. So, I think just super proud. He works super hard for that, and it'll be fun to go to those games. I mean, I love college basketball. Obviously, he's been around it his whole life and really invested a lot into it. So. I think it'll be fun. Give me something to do all throughout the off season as well. Somebody to root for, but it's definitely still go Hawks for sure as well.
Is he one you're coming into the gym with late night hours or anything like that often?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's always something that we've kind of shared that bond with. I think also having to navigate when to rest my body and when to get in the gym and do extra shots, but that's definitely something we love, is coming in here shooting late at nights or having some shooting competitions. It gets a little heated. I definitely outshoot him way more than he outshoots me, but he tries to think otherwise.
Can you pick his coaching brain a little bit and bounce some ideas off of him maybe?
Yeah. I think more than anything though, he's just very supportive and kind of lets me do my thing, and that's something I really appreciate about him, is just his support and his passion for basketball. But I mean, if I definitely have an idea, it's good to bounce it off him, and he's very honest. He definitely tells me when I'm wrong too, and that's something I appreciate as well.
So you guys get into this one more game, playoffs next. Is there a different mentality now?
I mean, going into this last game, we're still going in there to compete and to win, and we know Washington's competing for that last playoff spot as well too. So we expect it to be a very, very highly competitive game. Obviously, we don't know our opponent still, so you're still kind of waiting around for that. And I think for us, no matter who it is, we believe we can win. We believe we can go on the road and win a game, and who knows, maybe two, but at least one, to try to get it back here and have our fans behind us to try to win the third game. So I think we're excited. We're continuing to work hard, trying to refine some things. Like today we came in here and we were pretty competitive for about an hour. So I feel like we still have some areas to improve and just continue to refine so our habits are good going into the playoffs. And I think we're all excited to get there at the same time.
Yeah, Caitlin, to go off that, games today and Thursday are going to decide where you guys are going to go play. Do you have a preference of where you want to go between Minnesota, Connecticut, Vegas?
I mean, I don't have a preference, no. I think that would be kind of crazy. I just think, wherever we go. You prep the same exact way as you would prep for anybody else. Same way you prepped all season long. Obviously, there's a little more on the line, but, it's basically going to be new for every single person in our franchise, minus a few players, and obviously maybe a few coaches. So I think just continue to prep the way we have. Whoever we get, and you're happy about it. You're happy to be there, and then you believe you can compete against them.
When you think about the crowds you've had all season, do you think that is going to ratchet up a little bit if you do get that home playoff game here in Indy?
There's no way. There's no more space for them to go unless they're still in standing room only. I mean, they've been incredible all year long. I mean, maybe they can be a little louder, but they've been absolutely incredible, especially over this last homestand. They've been a lot of fun. It's been fun to play in front of them. I think every single person would say, getting to go out there and hear the noise they make, especially in the fourth quarter every single night, it's pretty incredible. And I think they helped us to a lot of wins, especially the second half of the season after the break. So I don't know how many more people we can fit in there. I feel like the crowds have been basically full to the brim. But who knows? Maybe they'll sell some standing room only, or I don't know. Maybe we'll find some really obnoxious fans to get close to the court as well.
This team has found some road success this season. How is that confidence to be able to travel and get some wins evolved over the course of the season?
Yeah, I think we've had some big wins on the road versus some really good teams, and that definitely gives you some confidence. I think just using that, like I've said, we go from game to game and continue to build our confidence, and you have seen it grow every single game. But I mean, it's the playoffs. The atmosphere is going to be, intense. People are going to be competing super hard to be competitive. But that's what you sign up for. That's what it's all about. That's what makes this game so fun. And I think everybody's going to step up to that challenge and really enjoy it.
This season for you has been, I assume, in many ways fun, maybe unexpected. How would you put into words what's happened over the course of this season for you?
I think it's really exciting. I know coming into this season we had higher expectations with the rookie we brought in, so we didn't know what that was going to come with. We didn't know exactly how the fans would react, but it's exceeded our expectations, I think. Especially comparing it to the first half of our season now, heading into our last game and then heading into the playoffs. It's just, I feel like we have a lot of momentum, and we're just really excited to see where we are today.
Yeah, Lexie, you guys still have a job to go into Washington and get a win, but the other day you just got 20 wins, first time since 2015. Behind the scenes, how much fun is this team having? Because there's always the comments on TikTok, there's the dancing videos. Just what's that like?
Winning is fun, and it's way easier to have fun. It's way easier to have joy on the court when things are going well. So we're enjoying each other's company. We're enjoying each other on the court and off. So it's just great. It's a great atmosphere. There's a lot of energy in the city surrounding us. So it's just great to be here in Indy.
Did you know Caitlin before she came here?
No. I just saw her. I watched her play obviously a bunch and didn't know what she'd be like, and just really happy she's here.
Are you guys how would you characterize? Are you good friends?
Yeah, we're good friends. We hang out a good amount, and she's a fun person to be around.
Just when it comes to the TikToks, how did it come about that you and Erica started switching outfits?
It started just a random game. I can't remember if we were in Washington. I don't remember where the first game was, but everyone was like, "You guys' style is drastically different, basically opposite. Let's see if it would work on you." And then I tried on her outfit, and just was funny and fun and lighthearted. And from then on out, it just became part of our pregame routine.
When you talk about the energy in the city, does it give you any more extra motivation to win at least one of those first playoff games, to guarantee a home playoff game for the first time here in years?
Totally, yeah. I mean, that's what we want. We want to play here in front of our fans, bring excitement back. And I mean, I was here during the offseason for some of the Pacers playoff run, and those games are just so electric, so fun to be at, and I can't even imagine how fun to play in. So hopefully we can do that.
Is there anything you feel like this team needs to sharpen this week and in this final game of the postseason?
I think we need to sharpen our defense. It's going to come down to that. I think we let up a little bit. I mean, obviously allowing a team to score over 100 isn't ideal. So making sure that we're locked in and limiting our opponent's offense.
Just what did it mean last week to kind of have your sister here for your birthday and kind of just have your family support you so much throughout the entire season?
It's amazing. I had, a house full of people. People had to stay in hotels. So just really fortunate for them that they were able to come and support me and show the love. And I mean, I'm a family person, so having them around really makes me happy.
And talking about the energy in the city, has there been any specific instances that you remember, or maybe you've been walking around or you've been somewhere, people bumped into you and said hello?
Yeah, it's definitely, there's a lot more people talking about it, knowing our players. I mean, just going on a walk, people rolling down their windows and screaming out, like, "Go Fever." It's pretty cool. And it's very exciting that, people in the city are excited about this team.
This team to go on the road and get some big wins has evolved over the course of the season. How have you seen that away confidence grow?
Yeah, early we had those tough ones, real early, and I think we lost some confidence, and then was able to gain some of that back just by how we started playing together and just building confidence together on either at home or on the road. And I think now with the way the fans are so supportive of us, either home or away, it kind of gives you a feel of a home game sometimes out on the road. So, we just go into it with, we got to be the best that we can on the offensive end and do what we need to do, and then on the defensive end where we've really tried to improve, make sure we're doing the schemes at the level that we need to have a chance to win.
You got the win on Sunday, but you gave up 109. So what's the message when you get back in here these couple days?
Yeah, well, my first message was a great game for the fans to watch, right? I mean, it was a lot of offense, which was excellent. But you don't win against the teams in the league. You've got to be able to get stops and defend, and then also that's where we're at our best. We've got to get stops so we can get out in transition.
How much do you like having just one game this week, and you can kind of probably split time between the playoffs and wrapping up the regular season?
Yeah, I mean, it's, we've been every other day, right? So it's just trying to figure out what gets us ready for Sunday, because that's, what we're aiming for, like what gets our body ready. I've talked to several, Todd and I've talked a lot, and some other physios, and just trying to figure out what was needed today to get ready for Thursday, but then really Sunday.
Beyond just getting a win Thursday, what's the most important thing to get out of that as you head into next week?
Just momentum and just trying to, find a way to on the offensive end, like just keep the momentum going with as it relates to how we're shooting the basketball, get out and run in transition. And then defensively, I mean, they're fighting for their lives, right? So we want to make sure that we are working on things that are going to help us on Sunday as well.
We've seen Dan here in many practices. How much has he and others been a resource for you heading into the playoffs for the first time as the leader?
Yeah, I had reached out to Dan during the Olympic break just to have somebody to talk to. I think this is his second time here with us, and he's been awesome. Just somebody that I can bounce some ideas off of. He's coached the Sue Birds and the Becky Hammonds and people like that and won championships. So just anything I can get from him is just, during this time to help these guys be successful has been awesome.
We've asked you a lot about Kelsey, the player and leader, but she's here for both of your stints. What does being a franchise mainstay mean for what her voice means, what she means to you?
Golly, yeah, Kelsey, able to draft her, knowing what she was going to do as for the future of the franchise, and she had some really hard times here, and the resiliency that she showed and hung in there and just showed up and was a true professional, did her job. There's just such respect for somebody who continues to do that, and I think now with the pieces that are around her, I mean, you're just seeing her do things that she's never been able to do before, and it's also given her more of a, she's become more of a leader as well, more of a vocal leader when she wasn't that in the past. Really proud of her.
You came back, did you have to ask her, what's different, what's the same on that, a checklist or anything like that?
No, we didn't talk about any of the past. We were just moving forward, looking ahead.
Where has her experience and leadership paid off the most with this group?
I think for me, I think it's really been her growth on the defensive end as a defensive player. I mean, she's picked up the best defense, the best offensive players on the other teams for a while now. I mean, so she's having to play against the toughest on one end and then be really good for us on the other end. And she's like the little motor that doesn't stop, right? Like she just keeps going. It's like she gets better and better. But just so proud of what she's done and how much she's improved on that end of the floor.
With how this city and this fan base is reacting in the regular season of games, what do you think it'd be like if you guys can bring a home playoff game back here for the first time in years?
Oh man, I mean that's the goal, to get back here and to give these guys another opportunity to play at home in front of these amazing fans. I mean, it's been like finals basketball every night that we're here. I mean, it is that's what it sounds like in the arena. The energy is incredible. It's just been a great experience, and these guys, they deserve that. These players deserve that kind of environment.
So tonight, will you be keeping an eye on these games, or will you go to sleep?
No, I'm going to be watching all the games tonight for sure.
Yeah, Christie, kind of to go off that, I asked Caitlin something similar about Tuesday, Thursday, to figure out where you go. Do you care? And between the three places you might be going, who do you think you matched up best with this season? Minnesota, Connecticut, Las Vegas.
Yeah, I don't really know exactly. I mean, either three will be a tough matchup. I mean, we just had Vegas at home. We beat Connecticut the last time we played them, so that might give us, some confidence. But to go to Connecticut, it's a really hard place to play. I think Minnesota's maybe the best team in the league right now. They're playing so well. It'll be a tough matchup. We'll have to bring our best game on both ends of the floor. And that's what we plan to do. I mean, these guys, they keep talking about, we're not just happy that we made the playoffs. We want to make a run in these playoffs. It's going to be, any of these teams will be a tough matchup, and we'll have to bring our best game.